How's it going, everyone? My name is Nate, and welcome to the Council. This game is kind of like The Walking Dead, where the choices matter. It's 5 episodes, so we're going to do 5 single episodes of the Council. I don't know how long. That is loud for me. Settings. I'm going to quickly just lower the audio. Is that good? Hopefully. Should be good besides that. But yeah, 5 episodes. Let's hop into it. France. This game is based around 1792. You can see right there. December 10th, 1792. This was made, I think, 2018, early 2018. Jesus.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a
Jesus.
single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
I have no clue what's going on at all.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Jesus.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready.
You're making poison?
With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Acid. Got it.
You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von
Hey,
Borchert!
let your mother do all the work.
Von Borchert!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Act. Well, we got our first choices matter thing. Let's go trust her.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Gun versus little dagger. Shoot him.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
Hey, let's go, Louis.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchert.
Jesus. You knocked the shit out of him. Well, that was slightly awkward, dramatic. But yeah, I'm part of, or Louis and then his mother, I guess, are a part of the secret society, or whatever. 1793, after Revolutionary War. Graphics are not that bad. Focus Home Focus Home Interactive and Cyanide present. A game by Big Bad Wolf. What the hell is going on over here?
You just had to pick up Bob Bertrand's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Council. Episode 1, The Mad One.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
I gotta get that better suit. Oh?
Are you all right?
The hell is going on? Trembling. Oh fuck.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
The hell just happened to you?
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
The hell out of
Yes, I'm
your
sure.
eye.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No!
Oh,
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
The big ass
Phew.
nosebleed.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
So was that
I
going?
definitely have to find Mother quickly.
I think that was going into the future.
Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
I got superpowers.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Choose your class. I could be a diplomat, an oculist. Wait, the fuck did I just say? Occultist, and then a detective. Ooh. So what's this? A diplomat shines in society, a talented speaker. He avoids faux pas and can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics in his field of predilection. The occultist is the master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. Well, the detective sounds cooler. Ooh, and I have like classes. Ooh. I have 3 available points. I can't do any of these. Ability, what's this? Questioning. Go with vigilant. Yeah. And then nice. So I have 2 in the logic, 1 in the vigilance, and 1 in the psychology. Here, how do I? Oh. Hold.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Orgère, for example. Thieves that tortured their victims with burning embers.
Charming. How did you catch them?
I told the most cowardly one that the others had given him up.
Ah, and I wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of 2 people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all. So. Already met. Not at all. So lie to her. Not at all. Sorry. Oh, so I don't know her at all. So let's go with. Not at all.
Please
so.
excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago in London?
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
4
In the
years ago,
office of
London.
William Pitt. Remember?
What the hell is William Pitt?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive, of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points to access the skill required for the situation. You just need to have it unlocked. Just need to have it unlocked. Validate the helmet.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab in the menu. The immunity revealed is her necklace, and the vulnerability is her... Enter them.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if
You
I
got
can
shot,
believe my
though.
vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvement. Whatever you say. Hey, what's up, powdered face?
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us.
I'm on your mask.
You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sarah's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But sir, may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost in effort points. Do I have any effort points?
And did you find anything then?
We
I do.
discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part of the wharf.
What type of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly. We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came
Sarah
to the
de
conclusion that they are
Richet.
the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the
that
handkerchief.
one.
I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return.
About time, buddy.
It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing
Down
out here
middle
on this
mouse to
wharf?
faster. Can I not go upstairs? Do I have the inability to? Okay, but I don't have the inability. For clues. Look for clues. Reminds me of Scooby-Doo.
Must be an incredible view from up there.
split up and
Impossible to
look
set
for
foot on
clues.
the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
So am I still looking for clues? Yeah, I still have clues. Over here though. Royal jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Press 1 to use it.
I think this chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Did I get that? What the hell is royal jelly?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
That's one over here.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Oh, do I have any?
Ah, one of the letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this
I think my effort
Samuel
points
Ritter
are things from the
Doshua?
bottom left.
Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
I have no. Oh, I didn't unlock politics.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
For more clues or go into the manor.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
We'll look for more clues.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This
Taking the
might
bar.
just come in handy.
I got some mean sideburns. Look at that face. Ooh. And what's weird, what I find weird is that everyone else here is like English.
Been broken
They're
for
like
quite some
British.
time.
And I'm the only like American dude there. Can I go over here? Okay. Well, I found a gate. An old gate. Locked.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Use an iron bar. Going to spam
Clearly,
Q
I'm not much
again.
for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Oh, Go force it.
There we are.
Ah, that was deafening. The volume is so loud. More clues.
Looks like a pistol case, but it's empty.
Mother
I don't think
definitely
this
took a
has anything
pistol.
to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Maybe you shot the
Just like my
Duchess.
vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
I mean, you know the Duchess is gonna die, so. At least that's what we're led to believe.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
But you were right. I didn't get any science, so.
I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently, someone on this island...
Amber fragment. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Dope.
Fragment of amber.
Let's go into the manor now. We've looked for a lot of clues. think it's time to go into the manor. Can I jump in the water? The game won't let me. Let's enter the manor.
Latin inscription.
Look at the Latin inscription first.
Mi fili quantilia produncia mundus vergatur.
I don't speak Latin. So, wait, do I need to click? I can't actually go upstairs. Cool. Hey, it's the masked figure again.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Wow. That is very beautiful. A very, very nice castle. But the music is absolutely blasting in my ears. Is that what, Poseidon?
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
Good
Anyway,
Piagi.
I ought to take
And
the
trust the
envelope.
letter to you.
It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always
Confrontation.
give it to me.
Confrontations. During confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an I can't speak. An interface showing you how much of the person you're talking to is convinced.
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Professional. Do I go? Do I tell him? Because I might be like, oh, let's go.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Riche's word with the same fervor.
I have no clue if I'm gonna win this one.
I would expect nothing less.
Hey, we
Listen
got
to
it.
me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, this step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's
Hey, I
stop
did
there.
it.
I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Riche. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The
Of
church
what?
is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for
Go,
her
Louis.
sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Will do.
Well played.
Cardinal.
I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, but do not hesitate to look for them. And I have Piaghi's letter. Let's go. Go back to the chimney. Where the hell is the chimney? Oh, this is a chimney?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaghi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
That's George Washington?
Delighted at last to make your
Damn.
acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Riche. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen
George
anything
Washington.
yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes
I know,
one
I'm
of
so
these
happy, but-
receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What
Duchess
were
is
you
just
talking
reaching for
about,
fire.
if you forgive
Get
my
warm.
indiscretion.
My mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
He's gone. Should I be honest? The president of the fucking United States. I'm going to say
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
George Washington? Nope. Illuminati.
Lord, Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
Oh, he's the Grand Master of the Golden
highest
Order.
distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host.
Hey, it's
Lord
Powdered Face.
Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very
It's Sir Holm.
influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Ooh, I'm gonna stay and listen to
Let's see
Washington.
what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis,
Duchess,
thank you for
still
staying.
with Mr.
Just
Double
like
G
you,
Wash.
When I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Mother
I don't know
has
about
always
this
had a
Mortimer.
fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
When did you last speak to her?
Philadelphia, 15 years ago. Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about? My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
I wonder if Mother is still on the island. Could she not have taken a boat and left?
I don't see how. No vessel can moor closer than 200 yards. Not to mention the permanent presence of staff and servants. There is one strange thing, I grant you. This island is barely the size of Delaware, and despite that, no one has been able to locate your mother.
So my mother still must be on the island.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
The hell? There's a map? That's cool. Right tab. The hell is that?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. Intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Hole, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holmes doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Why is the servant's face covered? Kind of weird.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
That's a very, very good question.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
That's not me. Can I enter? I can't enter. I say hi to the Duchess. Go down here. Who is this?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte's chilling here? Can I go into his room? No, I can't go into Napoleon Bonaparte's room. What the hell is this?
Monsieur Jacques Perreux.
Jacques Perreux. Wait, can I even go into his? No. I can go. Where the hell is my room? Am I that insignificant? I don't even have a room? Very, very nice castle. Palace.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
That's not me. I ain't Johann. I feel like I went the wrong way. The fucking maze. Got some signs, you know. Nate doesn't get anything of that. What is this?
President George Washington.
Oh, that's the president's room. I'm not President George Washington. This is. What the hell is this?
Great. Honey.
Royal jelly. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do that.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Piaggi.
Huh. That's me.
Finally. My room.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Open it.
Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
Or just put it back in the envelope.
Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
This is a very nice room. I'm supposed to go to bed? The hell? Is this my bed?
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices.
Whew.
It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Very, very nice room. Yep, go to bed. Got grapes. Probably wine. That little. Oh, what'd I get? I went up to the manor. Oh, wait, what'd I do? Let's move on. Doing a quest. Green eyes are back. Pulsating. And chess.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive
That
me for
Bonaparte?
this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
First, that's Napoleon Bonaparte. Wash.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
You're gonna go and... Oh. I was the president going to my... Did he find something? And on the nose bleeding. This reminds me of Life is Strange. Except I'm not traveling back in... on what looks like going into the future. Or I guess you could say the past. And then it comes to the present. I'm coming, Mr. President.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Oh.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help.
What's up, Mr. President?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Yes.
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams.
That's what I would have
But
guessed.
she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And
Oh,
perhaps
weird.
get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
I'm having
Count on
George
me, sir.
Washington.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
John Adams.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
I don't know where the hell that is.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Yeah, it's the other way. Go. Run. Like I said, I have no clue. This. Manuel Godoy. Oh. That's the guy we needed to... that's the guy we couldn't remember. Yeah, I forgot I can't go down. Elizabeth. Where are you? What are you doing?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
Oh no.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems.
Ah,
The
there's
Company's
Napoleon
crawling,
Bonaparte.
saying he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Going in.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you. Who do you think you are?
Multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. Maybe a good idea to think twice before embarking on the path you...
Forgive me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it!
This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
Jesus
What the
Christ.
hell's going on?
Huh? I don't think
Not
you
the way to
know
talk to
who
her.
I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Let her go. Huh? Stay out of it, boy.
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy. If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind.
Very
Give me one
rude.
good reason not to knock you down.
You're not
Praise.
back in your slum now. You're in Lord Mortimer's home. I suggest you think carefully about what you're going to do.
Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
I believe in man. From speech comes dialogue. From dialogue, peace is born. And from peace, great destinies flourish.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, I got
get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress.
Totally sure
Let's
what
see
I
how
do.
brave you are.
Disconcerted. Someone threw you off balance. The cost of every point increases. When using your skills, use golden looks to secure yourself. What's that weird
I've
spot?
watched you, and you're shaking. I'm betting you won't fire.
Hey.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
Let's go. Now she ran this way. And I.
Lady Adams must have locked it behind her when she fled.
Damn it. I gotta leave.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Leave. Oh no, he's gonna be.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes. I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
But tomorrow. I gotta run all the way up back to. Oh, this game. One thing's gonna piss me off. It's gonna. Yes, going up, down, left, right, going different. Oh, this is my room. Wait, let me go that way. That way seems shorter. Yeah. I'm gonna go looping all around again. Who's this again? That's Duchess. My room should. That's Manuel. Let me just read.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Problem solved.
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do. Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem.
Oh, great.
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you?
Oh,
Can I give you
no.
in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
You opened it.
Don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
You gave me your word before God.
I can assure you that my mother and I share everything.
That's enough. Your word is worthless. I give your mother this letter myself.
And nothing of. Have a nice night, Cardinal.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Shut up, Louis. What the hell's my room then? Oh, I'm retarded.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
We're hoping. Yes. I could have found something about my mother's past. Damn it. Could have had a remarkable. Wasn't a good. That wasn't good.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
What? My mother.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
What's with you and honey?
Writing material.
I don't know.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to. St. Francis of Assisi, the conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter. Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the Order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Damn it, I don't have. There we go. I can do that.
paper's rougher around the writing.
Intoxicated. You have. Oh wow. Wait. What's it? I'm intoxicated.
Paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something.
Leave.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
Right, look there. Go outside. Balcony. Ooh. Going back inside. Electric. Not too bad.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
And the royal jelly gets you intoxicated. No. Go back in.
Priest robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Got those markings. More books. Oh. Oh, never mind. Carmelite water.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Looks like some gold and apples.
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
For you, so.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Royal jelly.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must
I know
keep
you
searching.
must keep searching it. Thing over here. Devil's Thorn.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance. Nothing.
Dear Monsieur de Richer, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Thanks, more.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
That's yours.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room?
Last Judgment. Not pretty. That's cool. Actually use like light effect.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice strong coffee though.
Very good. I looked everywhere.
Look. Markings on the floor.
Can't go.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Not like I'd pretty. Thought I found everything, but apparently not. Go back out of the room. If I could leave. Can't leave. I can't leave. So is there something outside that I need to go outside? Has to be.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a
Plant.
liquid to the book.
Plant really.
She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages.
So you use heat. Here are the
A
messages.
message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Heat. Take an iron. Iron out the message. On you. Want something to reveal the hidden message. There, fire. Fire is the only. Take some. Now I need some. Light it on fire.
Damn, I'm making a serious mess here.
That's
It's not
fine.
good. Might have worked if the writing had left marks in the paper, but no. There's only traces of lemon. Luckily, I've only put ash on part of the message.
Need heat. Heat. You just put an open flamed candle into your pocket.
Aha! It's working!
Told you.
Heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. Damn! The message continues, but thanks to me, the rest of the text is unreadable. Great. I hope it wasn't a unique edition or Mother's gonna kill me. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
How am I gonna find Medusa?
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, let's go to the red salon on the first floor. What is it, breakfast?
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Hopefully. Okay. Got no clue. Oh my god, I took the wrong way.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
This? Ooh.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
The fuck? Why is there a pentagram? What the hell?
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last. Write soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you, but they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please.
Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Chronolite water will give me a little reprieve.
Oh, more letters that it takes 5 years to answer.
I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Another one of those cases.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Oh, there's gonna be a guy outside my...
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals. Well, let's see what it tastes like.
Good idea.
Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
I'm exhausted. Do I have any golden elixir? Pick up some more of that. Now let's go to the red salon. Anything we need? Minus there's a pentagram that's we for some reason can't inspect. Go outside. Bed is absolutely trashed. No, I'm out. Yeah, pentagram, you know, it's all good. And is there someone outside my door? Oh, we're... Can't go there. He was telling me to go downstairs, but makes perfect sense. They leading up. I go down these stairs. What the f...
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
Oh.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes, why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Wait.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you?
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain.
What?
I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
The hell? What does everyone have like bloody eyes?
And next you're gonna tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Ooh. Go with
Elizabeth. Confiding in me might ease your burden. Let me relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you even hear yourself? Do you really think
That's
that
a
by
blunder.
confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear.
My last chance.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me.
Jeez.
I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Damn.
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
Jesus.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
There's some weird shit happening in 1793. Oh, and there's the masked servant. Wait, where the hell is it?
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
This is the red tower. Oh, there's the fucking fat French dude. The luxurious
Dear friends,
dining.
I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs,
What's up, Johann?
and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte,
Yeah, I know it.
Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to
Johann.
make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
I am just weirded out.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Duchess?
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Please, feel at home.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
No.
He's certainly well connected and in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
So
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Great. Oh, you better not push me off this ledge. Cool.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently. if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my
I'll grant another
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
50,000 of whatever this currency is. 200 cannons. What time is it?
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Oh, can I the option? The other people.
Let the people make their own choices.
You are joking, I hope. The people are simply not capable of taking charge, don't
Yes,
you
they
see?
are.
They are an uneducated mob who react on the spur of the
I should have done the monarch.
providing a coherent vision for the good of the country. I think there must be a misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I cannot believe that Lord Mortimer advised me to speak to you. I must have misunderstood. Excuse me, please.
Bravo, Louis. Total fiasco.
My bad, my bad.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
Amen.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
I did a lot. Oh, the only thing I could have done was I could have searched. 50 XP away. How many points do I have left? With go with
Right. Let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Reading. Do I need to? Let's see. Play. What the hell?
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Go through here.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Medusa. Head full of snakes. There's Jesus. That is.
The Fall of Phaeton. Another painting by Rubens. The Song of Roland. Ah, François Ier. Receiving the Holy Family. Christ Crucified by Velázquez. Look. Someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
Head up. Quite have you sit. On this. That's Johann.
A painting with no name.
Looks like Johann. There's the Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the Chimera, the Hydra, the Gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always
I get it. Women have belittled
society.
Yeah, I get
Harpies,
it. The Harpies, mermaids, Chimera,
the
Hydra,
the Gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the Gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
I do it at the Medusa. Oh, I got to the statue. Shield guy. Sword guy needs to rotate towards. I guess it. This person needs to be holding it. Lantern. I know. This guy. I don't know.
Celia. That name means nothing to me.
Out of a. It's probably in this. Yeah. Sword guy needs to be facing the Medusa. Right? And he's facing. But then the sword dude. Well, no. Medusa could be facing literally anywhere. Rotate the statue. Holding the lantern. Because it all said was that the sword dude needs to be holding it against towards the Medusa. Oh, holding the shield.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
Okay. So
let's think. To vanquish the beast, the statues have to be lined up in a specific order. What can the shield be for? To protect its holder? Why not? But in that case, what's the lantern for? Step back and take a second, Louis. Be logical, but open-minded. Think outside the box. Nobody said a statue has to have only one use. I wonder if the lantern was to distract the Medusa. This shield can both protect the holder and also reflect the light from the lantern to distract the beast.
Okay.
In other words, I'll have to make an angle of 90 degrees between the lantern and the Medusa by turning this shield to face the sword. If Mortimer's the one who thought of all this stuff, then honestly, he must have a screw loose. Crazy idea, but worth a shot.
yes, it's gonna work. Rotate the statue first. And worked. What is that awful?
Whoa.
The hell?
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Answer with.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
I should have gotten the etiquette there.
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, we have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Damn.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
Cold? You want a rug? It'll warm you up.
I wouldn't be caught dead in that horrible thing.
That's a pity. The gold color brings out your eyes.
And your flattery brings out your boorishness.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
Good.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Here. Go to her side. Sword.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
It looks like
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
I don't know, probably King Arthur.
I think this is Excalibur, King Arthur's sword. I've always dreamt of drawing it from the stone.
How sweet, you're still clinging to your boyhood dreams. When you
Oh,
finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Oh, yeah.
Amber crystals.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
Is Mortimer?
Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah.
A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take?
What do you think?
Mortimer's collection is unique, isn't it?
That's an understatement. No doubt he has a major passion for history and fine art, or getting gifts.
If each time Mortimer does someone a favor, they reward him with a priceless gift, that means he must have helped nearly everybody in the world. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Possibly. Possibly. Let's go over here.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you?
Here we go.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
Let's go.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Oh, shit. Let's go.
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
That's true.
Yes,
Listen
you
up.
may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
What do I do? Oh, that would get rid of 5? I don't want to do that. The oppressor.
I know you well enough to see that you're hiding something from me. Why won't you look me in the eyes? I've figured you out, but you refuse to accept it. And you're starting to find me charming too.
I admit it. You win. You, worst investigator there ever was, have sussed me out. Well, at least you made me smile. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler.
I'm
so. Your partner is.
Not. Shit. If it. Oh no. Man or Jesus, difficult. Man or woman gamble. Has been around many people. Let's go with the man. Oh, I don't know. Oh, I forgot the etiquette. God damn it. Oh man. Father.
Your father. The force of youth combined with the wisdom of ancestors.
I never knew my father.
God damn.
And it'll be better for him if I never do find him.
Sorry.
I thought you'd figured out I was an orphan.
No. Please forgive me. I
Shit.
didn't know.
Woman. Oh, I gotta go back. Orphan. Doesn't have any parents. Her mother, my mother.
It's as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God. Do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis. Your mother is not my partner.
Man, old
Your husband, of course.
My husband? He can't even walk without a cane. Poor old man. Let him live out the rest of his days in peace.
How nice for him.
Right, time is short. You haven't convinced me. I prefer to remain discreet. Don't take it the wrong way. All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister. And if I reacted so strongly at the sight of the cameo pendant, it's because I thought it belonged to her. But it doesn't.
I understand. I won't insist.
It was probably her sister.
It's time to leave.
Shit. I fucked that up.
So,
still got another like half hour
what
left.
do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
We gonna smash. I have no clue. Oh. Oh.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Elizabeth.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth.
Won't
Actually,
you?
This is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Oh. Oh.
I
Oh.
was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Shit. Elizabeth, she is drunk. It could be a trap, though. Could be a trap, but let's try.
Excuse me, Elizabeth, but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
No, Louis, don't leave me alone. They've come back.
Good night.
Dave. Who's they? Talking about.
Well, Louis, you took your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
Excuse me.
She probably wanted to chat more about my mother.
Really? So Miss Adams is somehow linked to your mother?
In a way, I guess she is. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily? Have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here, in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone.
Well, hi.
I can't figure out who.
Oh, so that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, look at
Emily,
that.
you suddenly seem to be very interested in my private affairs.
Shit.
You aren't pumping me for information, are you?
Not in the least, Louis. I'm deeply hurt that you'd even think such a thing of me.
Look, I'm
Damn it.
sorry. I just thought that...
Well, you thought wrong. I was interested in you, that's all. But that seems to be beyond you.
I just fucked
Don't
someone
take
up.
it like that. My mother and I recovered an old occult book that von Burchard was planning to resell on the black market. There. Now you know it all.
This is quite fascinating.
I feel like she's gonna be like a
Just
double
what did
agent.
Sarah expect to accomplish here?
I can't wait. Oh shit. Character, not me. Traits. Oh no. Oh, oh, I don't. Where the hell is she? Not Adams. You are one ugly looking motherfucker. Yeah, her. Psychology, like the brain thing. Hermione's questioning and logic.
If only I knew myself. My mother always takes a sly pleasure in telling me as little as possible.
Oh, poor little Louis. Your mother hides things from you. That's not very nice.
No, it's not nice at all. And you, what were you supposed to do once the book was found?
Give it to our sponsor, of course. Sir Gregory has more than one card up his sleeve.
So you mean Home is playing both sides?
Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
I need to. Damn. Oh shit. Is that the end? Is that hard? It was supposed to be 2.5 hours. The vision?
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
Jesus, how long is this episode? Oh, we're gonna have another one of these visions. Ready? Ready? Piercing green eyes. Oh, never mind. Oh, great. It's masked servant. Oh, there are 2 of them.
Lord
Oh.
Mortimer?
Monsieur de Richet. At
Hey,
last
what's up,
we
Lord
meet.
Mortimer? Oh. Yeah. Oh, this is no bueno. Me no think this is bueno. Getting that etiquette then. Do the linguistic. I have 2 more. Wait, do I need to... Okay, and then I... Oh, so I can level these up too. Okay. Oh, I'm getting to learn this game a little bit. Okay. Got it. Oh. That was episode 1. Okay. Choose. Wait, was that the end? Yeah. That was the end of episode 1, I believe. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because there's 5 episodes. Here we go. The episodes. These are the episodes. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of The Council. It's a long game, I understand that, but it's slightly shorter than The Walking Dead. Episode 3 of The Walking Dead should come out January 15th. I'll be live streaming that once again. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Peace!